Is that 1 minute in?
It's like it starts off as 2 minutes.
That's fine.
Let's hit play.
Yeah. Think. Library.
Alright, at 3, you're going to need to take a break, okay?
Hey, do you have a live?
See what runes I have. Alright. Alright, let me... I think it's forgotten, yeah.
I don't even have forgotten. How on earth?
Power of Friendship.
Of course, yeah. I'm surprised. Forgotten really had to get.
Alright, so let me quickly switch plates for my MMO plate.
Like MMO means?
MMO means Mass Multiplayer Online. It's when you have these bars with so many abilities attached to it.
I can remember.
Alright, so I have Nilgarf. Just one last... Oh, a Nilgarf and Mage. Which one would be best? Okay, let me also buy some more after this so that I always have a way out.
Buy 10.
You like to buy 10?
Yeah. There's like some... You cannot refill. You have to go outside. That I have I give you.
Alright, where is them seller?
Oh, that's it.
Ah. Alright, let me...
That's some stuff. Keep the broken beetle crystals. They sell for good stuff. There's a rose face. Maybe it's pit whiskers. Yeah, you're mage.
Yep. And this is the person I buy.
Up.
How many can I have per stack? By 20. See what happens. Nice. Alright, now we're next.
Yeah. No, that one. Then, right there, there's Taxman Dave. You click him. Let's go somewhere. And, wait, no, stop choice. And, after, okay. There, yeah. So you can invite me to your party or after. Let's fit.
How about you invite me? Because I think it'll probably, if you're the host, it probably will force it to be not open. Okay.
Oh, boy! Go. It's gone. Even though I had done this, I do need some help. Do it! Get it. They got this after. After from the top, if you can.
Oh, this breaks things.
Nope. Yeah, the actors have the most judgment.
Make things easy.
This easy stuff with you is why I need you on her. Oh, crap. What did you put him? Okay, that's unfair. That's unfair. Good. They can run over the thing. Be cool and unfair, kind of, right?
I mean, your assassin will slice through them when he was max level.
Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah. He's active.
I'm taking them one at a time.
One at a time. Good. But don't get damaged a lot. But you do get very good stuff. When you hear that going, run away, okay?
Good.
That's the defense one. I'll give you defense.
I wonder. Make it easy. Very time consuming. There we go.
Fun.
Step into my web. Let's put up there. You're not level.
Now I want to get it to bounce.
I'll just keep eating it. I don't really need to run. Oh. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help.
Oh,
Thanks, oh.
yes.
Thanks for your help.
Oh. Oi. Come here. Do you have any heal abilities?
Of course, I'm a warlock.
But
How do you get the camera lock to work, Charlie?
What?
I really liked how you had the camera thing lock working. How do you get that working?
Press steady. And first press escape. Then steady.
Oh, that's funny. I could take health from the door.
Funny, right?
Mm-hmm. Twin blood. Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. That's the mini boss.
Okay, I need a lot of single damage.
It can run over the grid. It can run over the grid.
That's fine.
But shot. I need help from that big crab. That big crab almost made me die. The big crab.
He's dead.
Yeah, defense him up the man is there. Get that. Do this.
Thanks for the health door. Nom 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 help. finish this. I did. Someone else did. Some big scorpions. Seriously, they can't kill me as long as I keep hitting the door with my health ability.
Big weapon.
Good door with your health. What is?
What?
No. You just leave now, and then whenever you pass through. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think. Yeah, so now it's like, it's as if, you know, your crew owns it. Alright, I'm going to switch over to BattleBlocks now. Woohoo! Alright, Charlie, it is also almost 3, so we're going to take a reading break, my friend.
You want a mouse?
Yeah, but I would rather not.
That's the head.
Also, I just got myself used to controller. I might just have to restart the game.
Want to get a break?
Oh, well, we got 2 minutes, but if you just want to take the break early, we can. Okay. Alright. Okay. I want to bring in the book. You want to do a reading break? Okay, well, while you're doing snack, you want to accompany that with reading or Legos? Okay. Can you bring me the book, friend? No, we do 10 poems, no matter what. Or we do 20 minutes. So do you want to do 20 minutes of reading or 10 poems? Okay. Casey at the Bat. Written by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. So, if you guys don't know already, we're going through, this is certainly, we're going through Read It Aloud Poems for Young People, edited by Gloria Hale, and it's just a bunch of, like, little, it's just a bunch of poems that we get to go through together. We go through 10 through each break, and right now we're at Casey at the Bat. And the description about this is certainly the greatest poem about baseball that has ever been written. There have even been several film versions. Its author, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, had a humor column in a San Francisco newspaper, and it was in that column on Sunday, June 3rd, 1988, that Casey first appeared. So, Casey at the bat. I'll stop this. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And then, when Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A struggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to that hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'll put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn precedes Casey, as did also Jimmy Blake, and the former was a Lulu, and the latter was a kick. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat. For there seemed but little chance of Casey's getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover of the ball. And when the dust has lifted and men saw what had occurred, there was Johnny safe at second and Flynn a hunged third. Then from 5,000 throats and more there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It knocked upon the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face. And when, responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat, no stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the withering pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Casey's eye. A sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "That ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches, black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern distant shore. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely that they have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the spheroid flew, but Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddening thousands, and echoed answer fraud. But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold, they saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is gone from Casey's lip, his teeth are clenched in hate. It's very distracting, friend. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate, and now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go, and now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light, and somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. 2. The Song of the Wandering Aengus, written by William Butler Yeats. The great Irish poet William Butler Yeats was inspired, this is a description about the poem, was inspired to write his poem by a story told to him by an old man. One time, I was cutting timber over in Itchy, and about 8 o'clock one morning when I got there, I saw a girl picking nuts, with her hair hanging down over her shoulder, brown hair, and she had a good clean face. And she was tall, and nothing on her head, and her dress no way gaudy, but simple. And when she felt me coming, she gathered herself up and was gone, as if the earth had swallowed her up. And I followed her and looked for her, but I never could see her again. From that day to this, never again. Alright, here comes the poem. Song of the Wandering Aengus. I went out to the hazel wood, because a fire was in my head, and cut and peeled a hazel wand, and hooked a berry to a thread. And when white moths were on the wing, and moth-like stars were flickering out, I dropped the berry in the stream, and caught a little silver trout. When I had laid it on the floor, I went to blow the fire aflame, but something rustled on the floor, and someone called me by my name. It had become a glimmering girl with apple blossom in her hair, who called me by my name, and I ran and faded through the brightening air. Though I am old and wandering, through holy lands and hilly lands, I will find out where she had gone, and kiss her lips and take her hands, and walk among long dappled grass, and pluck till time and times are done, the silver apples of the moon, the golden apples of the sun. 3. Paul Revere's Ride, written by Paul Revere. Paul Revere, a silversmith and engraver, was one of many couriers working for the rebels during the American Revolution. Although the poem is inaccurate in some of the historical details, Revere did make his ride on April 18, 1775. It would not have been remembered if Henry Wadsworth Longfellow had not written about it. So Paul Revere's Ride. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. On the 18th of April in 75, hardly a man is now alive who remember that famous day and year. He said to his friend, "If the British march by land or sea from the town tonight, hang a lantern aloft in the belfry arch of the North Church Tower as a signal light. One if by land and two if by sea, and I on the opposite shore will be, ready to ride and spread the alarm through every Middlesex village and farm, for the country folk to be up into arm." Then he said, "Good night," and with muffled oar silently rowed to the Charleston shore. Just as the moon rose over the bay, there swinging wide at her moorings lay the Somerset British man of war, a phantom ship with each mast and spar, across the moon like a prison bar, and a huge black hulk that was magnified by its own reflection in the tide. Meanwhile his friend, through valley and street, wanders and watches with eager ears, till in the silence around him he hears the muster of men in the barrack door, the sound of arms and the tramp of feet, and the measured tread of the grenadiers marching down to their boats on the shore. Then he climbed to the tower of the old North Church, by the wooden stairs with stealthy tread, to the belfry chamber overhead, and startled the pigeons from their perch on the sombre rafters that round him made masses in moving shapes of shade, by the trembling ladder steep and tall, to the high window in the wall, where he paused to listen and look down a moment on the roofs of the town, and the moonlight flowing over all. Beneath in the churchyard lay the dead, in their night encampment on the hill, wrapped in silence so deep and still that he could hear, like a sentinel's tread, the watchful night wind as it went creeping along from tent to tent, and seemed to whisper, "All is well." A moment only he feels the spell of the place and the hour and the secret dread of a lonely belfry in the dead, for suddenly all his thoughts are bent on a shadowy something far away, where the river widens to meet the bay, a line of black that bends and floats on the rising tide like a bridge of boats. Meanwhile, impatient to mount and ride, booted and spurred with a heavy stride, on the opposite shore walked Paul Revere. Now he patted his horse's side, now gazed at the landscape far and near, then impetuous stampeded the earth, and turned and tightened his saddle girth. But mostly he watched with eager search the belfry tower of the old North Church. As it rose above the graves on the hill, lonely, spectral, and somber and still. Sorry, I was just distracting my friend. Lonely, spectral, and somber and still, and lo, as he looks on the belfry height, a glimmer and then a gleam of light, he springs to the saddle, the bridle he turns, but lingers and gazes till full on his sight. A second lamp in the belfry burns. A hurry of hoofs in a village street, a shape in the moonlight, a bulk in the dark, and beneath from the pebbles in passing a spark, struck out by a steed flying fearless and fleet, that was all, and yet, through the gloom and the light, the fate of a nation was riding that night, and the spark struck out by that steed in his flight, kindled the land into flame with its heat. He left the village and mounted the steep, and beneath him, tranquil and broad and deep, is the mystic meeting the ocean tides, and under the alders that skirt its edges, now soft on the sand, now loud on the ledge, is heard the tramp of his steed as he rides. It was 12 by the village clock when he crossed the bridge into Medford town. He heard the crowing of the cock and the barking of the farmer's dog, and felt the damp of the river fog that rises after the sun goes down. It was one of the village clock. When he galloped into Lexington, he saw the gilded weathercock swim in the moonlight as he passed, and the meeting house windows, blank and bare, gaze at him with a spectral glare, as if they already stood aghast, and the bloody work they would look upon. It was 2 by the village clock when he came to the bridge in Concord town. He heard the bleating of the flock and the twitter of birds among the trees, and he felt the breath of the morning breeze blowing over the meadows brown. And one was safe and asleep in his bed, who at the bridge would be first to fall, who that day would be lying dead, pierced by a British musket ball. You know the rest in the books you have read, how the British regulars fired and fled, how the farmers gave them ball for ball from behind each fish and farmyard wall, chasing the redcoats down the lane, then crossing the field to emerge again under the trees at the turn of the road, and only pausing to fire alone. So through the night rode Paul Revere, and so through the night went his cry of the alarm to every Middlesex village and farm, a cry of defiance and not of fear, a voice in the darkness, a knock at the door, and a word that shall echo forevermore. For born on the night wind of the past, through all our history to the last, in the hour of darkness and peril and need, the people will awaken and listen to hear the hurrying hoofbeats of a steed and the midnight message of Paul Revere. 4. Miller's End. Written by Charles. Yep, that was number 3. Miller's End, written by Charles Cossey. Charles Cossey was born in Cornwall, England, where he was educated and where he returned. After serving in the Royal Navy for 6 years during World War II, he became a teacher. He has written many poems and stories for children, as well as poetry for adults. Miller's End. When we moved to Miller's End, every afternoon at 4, a thin shadow of a shade. That's just distracting, my friend. Quavered through the garden door. Huh? I know, but when you keep moving your hand off and on, I feel it and it distracts me. So I'm fine if you stay in front of the fan. You just have to choose to stay there and not do crazy movement. Because if you keep doing crazy movement, it just distracts me. Cool. Miller's End. When we moved to Miller's End, every afternoon at 4, a thin shadow of a shade quavered through the garden door, dressed in black from top to toe and a veil about her head. To us it seemed as though she came walking from the dead, with a basket on her arm. Through the hedge gap she would pass, never a mark that we could spy on the flagstones or the grass. When we told the garden boy how we saw the phantom glide, With a grin, his face was bright as the pool he stood beside. "That's no ghost walk," Billy said. "No ghost you fear to stop. Only old Miss Wickerby on a shortcut to the shop." So next day we lay in wait, passed a civil time of day, said how pleased we were she came daily down our garden way. Suddenly her cheek is paled, turned as quick from ice to flame. "Tell me," said Miss Wickerby, "who spoke of me, and my name?" "Bill the garden boy," she sighed, said, "Of course you could not know how he drowned that very pool. A frozen winter long ago." This will be 5. 5. The Spider and the Fly. Written by Mary Howitt. A fable. Will you walk into my parlor? A fable is like a folk story. Pretty much, but generally like with a teaching point behind it. "Will you walk into my parlor?" said the spider to the fly. "'Tis the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many pretty things to show when you are there." "Oh, no, no, no," said the little fly. "To ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again." "I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed?" said the spider to the fly. "There are pretty curtains drawn around, the sheets are fine and thin, and if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in." "Oh, no, no, no," said the little fly, "for I've often heard it said they never, never wake again who sleep upon your bed." Said the cunning spider to the fly, "Dear friend, what shall I do to prove the warm affection I've always felt for you? I have within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're very welcome. Will you please take a slice?" "Oh, no, no, no," said the little fly, "kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry. I do not wish to see." "Sweet creature," said the spider, "you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes. I have a little looking glass upon my parlor shelf. If you step in one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself." "I thank you, gentle sir," she said. "I thank you, gentle sir," she said, "for what you're pleasing to say, and bidding your good morning soon. I'll call another day." The spider turned him round and about, and went into his den. For all he knew, the silly fly would soon be back again. So he wove a subtle web in the little corner sly. He set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Then he came out to his door again, and merrily did sing, "Come hither, hither, pretty fly, with the pearl and silver wing. Your robes are green and purple, there's a crest upon your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead. Alas, alas, how very soon," the silly little fly, hearing his willy flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, then nearer and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes, and green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head. Poor foolish thing, at last up jumped the cunning spider, and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up his winding stair, into his dismal den, within his little parlor, but she ne'er came out again. And now, dear little children, who may this story read, to idle, silly, flattering words I pray you ne'er give heed. Unto an evil counselor close heart and ear and eye, and take a lesson from this tale of the spider and the fly. So the spider used cunning and used sweet words to call the spider into his den, and the spider ate it. And so then the teacher of the story is trying to say, Be careful of people with sweet words. Yep, that'd be 5. So now we're at 6. So this is The Charge of the Light Brigade, written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. And here's the info. During the Crimean War, fought by Britain against Russia, the charge of the Light Brigade took place on October 25th, 1854. 247 men out of 637 were killed or wounded because one of the British officers misunderstood an order. Tennyson composed his poem in a few minutes after reading about the battle in the newspaper. In the article there was the phrase, "Someone had blundered," and this set the meter for the poem. The Charge of the Light Brigade. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward. All in the valley of death rode the 600. Forward, the Light Brigade, charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward, the Light Brigade. Was there a man dismayed? Not though the soldier knew someone had blundered. There's not to make reply, there's not to reason why. There's but to do and die. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannons to the left of them, cannon in front of them, valley and thunder, storm at with shot and shell. Boldly they rode and well, into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell rode the 600. Flashes all their sabers bear, flashes as they turn in air, sabering the gunners there, charging an army while all the world wondered, plunge into the battery smoke, right through the line they broke. Cossack and Russian reeled from the saber stroke, shattered and sundered, then they rode back, but not the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon behind them. Valley and thunder stormed at with shot and shell, while the horse and hero fell. They that had fought so well came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. All that was left of them, left of 600. Who can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made! All the world wondered. Honor the charge they made! Honor the Light Brigade, noble 600!
7.
7. The Raven. Alright, guys, so it's already been 20 minutes, my friend, and I'm fine calling it. Because we're in the section where just poems are just long, my friend. So I'm fine being flexible and just saying we don't have to read 10, since we already got to 22 minutes. Oh.
Good. I found a giant reanimate.
Nice.
What the heck?
Ah, balls. Forget I have a different system for that. Okay. Get this. Do this again.
What?
Oh gosh. I don't know. Should you?
Yep. Here we go, boy.
Oh, balls.
Reanimate.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Are you serious?
what?
The thing just got me when it shouldn't. Just the timing in the game. Timing was not my ally. Ah, baloney. Oh, why not? Curious. There's a crystal there! Yeah, I'm in the vault. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. No!
Okay. Good. This diamond in this side. But everybody just shooting it with it.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Because the only range you have is magic missiles, right? Okay. I mean, the whole goal is just to hit it. No, 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 no.
That's an ammo. See, that's the vault. That's like acid.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't burn my god like acid. This everything's green.
But I like that. Maybe I just find giant. Very fun. But we can't remember the I think when they freaking do. Guess what, Jay?
Yes, friend? Hmm. The return of that is just ridiculous. More patience.
Exactly. What a painting. What?
Oh. I done oofed.
Now that I got the incident.
Oh!
Oh, no. No, no. This is a big no-no. Can't get bombed, they bombed.
Get fallen base from the reanimated skellies, right? That'll be cool.
What? Oh. What?
Oh, what a hit B, what a hit B, what a hit B! No, I threw a rock and I hit B, which pretty much threw it, but in the place where I hit, I literally threw it on myself.
Did you get knocked out with the rock?
You have to start all over when you do that.
Yeah. Really good move.
That was a very selective move. No one's rushing me. Not feeling rushed, Corey. Calculate every step. Oh, bollocks. That I need a
Oh, crap. Better go quick. Yeah! My man kept getting wall going out dead. Okay?
I hold the right trigger, you game.
What piece of me? It's bad.
The hitbox and that's ridiculous.
Curry. There's a class with a mage, and guess what? It's like there's still a sun ball for that acid. That, you know, fire act. That's fire. Wait, I do 5 health. From the stupid creative baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
5. Oh. Bomb.
Oh, they know how to like immediately jump.
Oh.
Atlanta. It's just ridiculous. Nice. Yeah!
Bonk. Bonk. There we go. There we go. Back in contact. Keep us here. Decorate.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, no. That's fine.
Hmm. Get your hat out of here, Miss Hattie. Balls. It's not so much like all quickness and timing. I'm thinking. I messed up the order. Stupid werebear. Oh, impatient. Got me. Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, Param and KK Streamer. Oh, it's a raid. Thanks, friend. So kind of you guys to raid my... Oh, balls. To raid my, yeah, to raid my stream. Ooh. UFO power going on right here. I like it. Aw. Thanks for the follow, KK Streamer. Oh. Right. Woohoo! This is like a Am I getting invaded by extraterrestrial life forms? I think I said that right. Extraterrestrial. It makes me sound smart. Eee! Balls. That helps me. I'm in the last bit of this game, and man, they don't hold the kitty gloves anymore. Ah! Go to sleep. No one likes you, bear. Actually, I need them to get on this side. The bear's on the other side. Are you serious? You kept following me? You're a punk. Get over here. Okay, do you ever go to sleep? Okay, there we go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Place to call my country. No place to call my country. Oh, that was too much teasing.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap, 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 crap.
Hey, stop that. Get over here. Yeah.
That's the part you did it.
But this part's even harder. Not exactly this part. It's like when I press the button and that thing can shoot at me. And all the box of exclamation points. Okay, so it's just a run to victory after that, though. You see here. That thing keeps shooting his dumb missiles. I don't know if there's any way that. Oh, nope, we can't hop over him. Just maybe. Oh! 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 That was a very punk move right there. Oh! Okay, so I need. Haven't gone this far before. Oh, oh, breathing heavily. Oh,
But that's the cat door.
It's like the school of death going on right here.
No, the school of pain and death.
Okay, I can't go through that. Okay, let's see what needs to be done. Balls. Alright. Oh, wait. What? Oh, I see. When it's blocked, you can't. What? Hello, witchcraft is this? Okay. Oh. What?
Oh,
Screw this. There we go, easy mode. No, I call it easy mode because what I'm about to do gives me a ledge. Come on, here. I made a mistake. Oh, my Lanta.
well,
Come on. Nope, that's way too close. Woohoo! That's what I think. That just looks like death. Ooh. Safe right here. Alright, it's right there. I don't think I want to go that way. Do I have to make that jump? It's a very evil jump to ask someone to make. Let's see here. Alright. Oh, balls. Come on. One. Okay. The heck game? Oh. Oh, bullocks. Oops. Oh. There we go. Come on. I wonder. Nope, I can't make it. Cheats. Darn it. There we go. Darn it. Gosh. Idea. Love you. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Alright, friends, this is where I have to say adieu. Most likely won't be on tonight, but hello, new friends, welcome. Yeah, Cascade of Misery. I love talking about life, adventure, and video games. And about, yeah, what gives us purpose and those really good, deep conversations that we're always needing, but always afraid to talk about. So that's why I'm here. Love you guys. Peace.